Dear aspirants of European Diploma in Intensive Care, here I am Dr. Sunil Garg to guide you in this journey. First of all, very good morning to you all. In this video, we will go through several questions spanning different organ systems. You can pause the video and read the question and its choices yourself. You can take your own time to practice and understand. Subsequent to question, you will find the correct answer for that question. For any explanation, please write down in the comment section box where I will respond. I wish you a great journey ahead. The primary aim of initiating this is to introduce you with a variety of questions the way it appears in exam with different organ systems. Questions are based on basic knowledge and concepts and easy to understand, and their difficulty level is slight to moderate. Now you can see questions and their choices. I will wait for your feedback, suggestion or comments and please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Till then, bye.